Hello, in this video we're going to be converting between fractions, decimals and percentages. So the objective here is to convert between fractions, decimals and percentages. So here are some of the key methods required to convert fractions, decimals and percentages. So firstly, to convert from a fraction to a decimal, we divide the numerator by the denominator. So for example, if we have 1 over 4, to work that out as a decimal, we do 1 divided by 4. And to do that, we can either type that into our calculator, or some of you might just know that 1 divided by 4 is 0.25. You could also use the bus stop method, so 4's into 1. So we write it as 1 followed by some decimal places. So 4's into 1 is 0, remainder 1, 4's into 10 is 2, remainder 2, and 4's into 20 is 5. So we get 0.25. So decimals to percentages, all we do is multiply by 100. So if we have 0.35, to get that as a percentage, we do 0.35 times 100, so that's going to be 35%. To get from a percentage to a decimal, I divide by 100. So if I have 52%, I'm going to do 52 divided by 100. So that's going to be 0.52. To get from a percentage to fraction, we write the number over 100 and then simplify. So if we have 12%, I'm going to write 12 over 100, and then I'm going to simplify the result. So 12 over 100 becomes 6 over 50, and we can simplify that even further to 3 over 25. So here's an example. So we need to convert 5 over 8 to a decimal and a percentage. So to go from a fraction to a decimal, all I do is divide 5 by 8. So I'm going to do 5 divided by 8. So in order to do that, I'm going to use the bus stop method. So I'm going to write 8 outside the bus stop, followed by 5 inside the bus stop. So 8's into 5 is 0, remainder 5. 8's into 50 is 6, remainder 2. 8's into 20 is 2, remainder 4. And 8's into 40 is 5. So as a decimal, 5 over 8 is 0.625. Now to get that to a percentage, all I do is multiply by 100. So 0.625 times 100 is going to be 62.5%. So as a decimal, we have 0.625, and as a percentage, we have 62.5%. Here's another example. So some of you might be able to go directly from a decimal to a fraction, but to keep the methods consistent, I'm going to first go from a decimal to a percentage and then a percentage to a fraction, because I know to go from a decimal to a percentage, I times by 100. So this is going to be 37.5%. And then from a percentage to a fraction, I write the number over 100 and then simplify the result. So I could write 37.5 over 100 and then simplify that. So to get rid of the decimal on the top, I could multiply it by 10. So the numerator becomes 375 and the denominator becomes 1,000. Then all we need to do is simplify that. So we could divide both the numerator and denominator by, say, 25. 25 goes into 375 15 times, and 25 goes into 100 40 times. Now I can simplify 15 over 40, and that becomes 3 over 8, because I can divide the top and the bottom by 5. So 0.375 is 3/8 as a fraction. Here's another example. So this time we're converting 45% to a fraction. So to write a percentage as a fraction, I write the number over 100 and simplify the result. So I'm going to do 45 divided by 100. And then if I simplify that, I know that 5 goes into both 45 and 100. So 5 goes into 45 9 times, and 5 goes into 100 20 times. So the answer is going to be 9 over 20. Here's another example. So we need to convert 2/5 to a percentage. So to get from a fraction to a percentage, I need to first convert from a fraction to a decimal and then a decimal to a percentage. So 2 over 5 as a decimal, that's going to be 2 divided by 5. So if I work that out either using a calculator or the bus stop method, that's going to be 0.4. And then 0.4 as a percentage, I do 0.4 times 100. So that's going to be 40%. So the answer to this one is 40%. Here's another example. So we need 0.08 as a percentage. So to go from a decimal to a percentage, we multiply by 100. So 0.08 times by 100 is going to be 8%. So here are some quick fire practice questions on this topic. Pause the video, have a go at these, and I'll reveal the answers in a moment. Okay, so well done if you managed to have a go at those. Here are the answers, and that's everything for this video. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again in another video. Bye!